Try to talk, when it's cold, but you feel it. Be real with me, keep it 100, just be real with me. Beat it up like it's a feast, say the dope on bleak. Represent your lovers, I saw my nigga be chill with me. The niggas that fuck in my back don't say nothing, the niggas that kill for me. Seconds I got hey, hey, oh, hey. I'm over here doing my thing. Okay. Hey, you know I don't be leaving the house, so this is like the whole party for me. Hey, hey, drop it, drop it. No. Oh, oh, hey. It's over here, dropping it. Okay, tell us, dropping it.
Drop.
Okay, I was dropping it, okay? I can still pick it back up, and that's all that matters. When I drop it, hey, twins. Once I drop it, I can still pick it back up. My knees are still good for now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Now. You can't do it. Listen, a lot of young women can't. You're right. You're right, Telly.
I can drop it and immediately come back up. Like, oh. Okay. So, listen, there are going to be some stories today that's going to make people want to drop. So be prepared, everyone, because every week we bring something ridiculous and we choose 8 of the most ridiculous stories that we can find on the internet to bring to you. Some will be funny, some will make you wonder about the world, but we are here to bring them to you. So hi, everybody. We're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves in alphabetical order for the purposes of the radio show. Make sure you are following our radio show, and then we're going to get into these clips. So, Garcia.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. And we want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. We are on the internet radio, this show itself, every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube so you can know about when we are recording this show, which we do live every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. My name is Garcia. I can't remember if I said that, but Telly, what's up, girlfriend?
I think you did. You know what? I'm not sure.
I probably did. Okay.
People didn't hear you the first time.
Yes, I'm covering my cup here because until this company decides to sponsor us, I will not be promoting none of y'all.
That part.
Where's our money? Hey, y'all, it's your girl,
Teddy. What I go on, Teddy?
Teddy.
Sister Teddy.
My techniques aren't exactly. I'm not as engulfed as my co-stars. So I feel like girl, thanks to that. That's it, y'all.
Telly represents the European bracket. You represent the European bracket.
Yeah. You guys represent the gorgeous, Caribbean flavor Black women, and I'm here to represent the gorgeous Black European women who wish they had a little bit more. But you know what?
All the time. All the time he's good.
Hallelujah. And I need a hallelujah when you hear these stories that she was going to guide us through. Because, I don't know. You're a cute girl. Tell these beautiful people who you are. And we're gonna figure this out.
All together we will. All together we will. I am Tashiba. They call me Shiba. I am the final member of the crew. And this first one here, okay, I've called this first one Beard. And I'm just gonna turn this up because okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get to the beard. And I want to know what the wonderful men that are watching us live would have to say. For women, well, here we go.
one's going to marry you, Vietnam. Like, you have a beard. No one's going to date you, Vietnam. You have a beard. No one's going to be your boyfriend, Vietnam. You have a beard. You are not a preference to a lot of men. And then I'll get like really feminine men, but that's not who I'm attracted to. I know. I like really masculine men because I am very soft. I'm so different to what you see like on TV. You know, on TV. I mean, but yeah, generally you'll see, oh, she's strong, she's, you know, what she's talking about is very powerful, whatever people say. But then at home, I'm very quiet. You know, I'm very feminine. I'm very soft. People don't get to see that side of me. But no, it has been difficult. Where I wanted to be married and have kids, I would never be a single mom. That's not what I've ever wanted.
So I wish you could see this as close as we have had the opportunity to see. But the woman you heard just speaking has a full beard. It is a full beard, like an actual beard. And she is saying what people have told her, that she would not get married and so forth because she has a beard. And somehow she still has the beard when there is all types of way to remove the beard, but some man is going to love her with the beard that's not in the circus because she's okay. I have nothing, actually.
You know, there are products that can help her with that situation.
Yeah.
Advantage of.
Products that don't cost thousands of dollars either. Like, this is not, it's not like, you know, she has like a mole on her face or something where it's like, wow, you need to go through surgery.
Right. She can get Nair.
Yeah.
This is a condition with a lot of women. They use like certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll wax or do whatever.
Liberated by saying, yo, for all those ladies that, you know, have stubborn hair growth on their chin, I don't know if she's trying to be like, let's stand together as one and force men to love like this.
Sorry, Twins Inc. has an extra set of clippers. Listen, y'all.
Even that, she has a
full. And here's the thing, beard. Right? As women, and this is just me, I know there are women out there that are like, well, I don't shave my pits and I don't shave my legs, and go ahead and do what you want to do. But for me, I like to be smooth. So I'm out here doing what needs to be done. And, you know, like, it's the winter. No one actually sees my pits really in the winter, but I still keep it clean. Why? Because it's just better. It's just better. It's easier. Life is better. Having hair on your face as a woman,
not just hair. Yeah, I have hair on my chin that I pluck.
That's a full beard. I know some men that can't even grow full beards like that. And these are men.
Jason Harden beard. Like, it's
not Jason Harden.
Yeah, no, Jason Harden.
James Harden.
Jason.
So much out of and she's got it. But
yeah, here's my opinion.
No.
Men, and this is just the way it is. And I know everyone wants to be liberated and everything, but the thing is, men like what's associated with femininity. I'm sorry, like, that's just the way it is. Men aren't out here looking for, you know, heterosexual men aren't out here looking for
themselves,
women that look like them. they are looking for the opposite. Right? So with her literally not having just a bit of hair under her arms, not just having a bit of hair on her legs, she's got a beard.
With a mustache that connect together.
Right. This is not what heterosexual men are looking for. This is not who they want to marry. This is this is just not it.
No, but she's out here. She's trying to change that narrative.
Good luck. Goodbye. I'm done. I'm just done. Okay, we're done. Well, we're gonna go from the woman with the beard to the men who have decided that they want to, try some new things. So, what you're gonna see, I wish you guys could see this closer. I need to work on this TV. I gotta get a bigger TV. But what you're gonna see here is men who are getting fillers in their jaw to get a better jawline. So I'm about to show you men at the, I don't know what, the clinic, the beauty clinic, who are getting their jawlines with fillers. So the same thing that women put in their lips when they don't have any, they're now putting in their jaw. Without further ado, here we go. Bring this closer. Y'all didn't need to see my face because I'm just gonna bring this back over here. Listen, people say women do it, men can do it too. That is what they say.
But yeah, these men are suspect twins. Twins Inc. is right. These men are sus.
Very, very sus.
Sus.
That's all we're gonna say. Very, very sus.
My first opinion is this. Telly, when's the last time you looked at a man and said, wow, I wish his jawline was more square?
Never.
Actually, no, last week.
Listen.
A little more square. Never.
In life.
Never have I ever. Never. It's just a weird thing. Like you're saying, I know that people will say, well, girls can do it. Guys should be allowed to do it. Okay, to each their own. But I just think there's some things that guys are stressing over that they don't need.
That they don't need to stress over.
Like, this is stupid. Come on. You really? Your jaw? Like, and then they'll be fine. Get this done. Okay, to each their own. Is your life gonna magically now you are gonna get the girl of your dreams just because you got a chiseled?
Apparently.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but I'm more about men. For me, what men should be caring about is getting to the gym and working on the fitness.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's it. But
give me some broad shoulders. Give me some muscles.
Yeah,
give me some big thighs. Give me some calves, right? Like you're talking about injecting into your jawline. No.
Right. Now you have a square jawline. Like, look at this individual on the TV right now. He's got this jawline, but when he takes his shirt off, he's got like a little pot belly and little small shoulders. Sir, there ain't no point in having a face that's square when you don't even have a decent body to support the square jaw. It makes no sense. This is why I don't care. I talk about women all the time that get these BBLs, and it's like, sis, it doesn't match your thighs.
Amen.
Where's the rest of your body? Just okay. You know what?
We're done.
People are out here.
Listen, to each his own. But if I found out that my facially chiseled men had put stuff that women put into their lips to make his we're just not. It's over. We're not compatible.
No.
We're not compatible. He clearly doesn't like what I have to offer in my nether region. That's what I'm gonna think. So. Okay, but I digress. Okay, moving on. Toronto is made the list again because Toronto, the city we love so much, we used to be immune from a lot of the foolishness. that we did, but not anymore. So here are some women who wanted to tell you a little bit about Toronto.
Toronto, of course, I leave my car keys at the front door to make my car easier to steal. We live in Toronto, of course, the drink is $40. We live in Toronto, of course, staying in the city traumatized us. We live in Toronto, of course, we don't have a family doctor. We live in Toronto, of course, we're sick to our stomach, fam. We live in Toronto, of course, we spend $100 on parking today. We live in Toronto, of course, the fire alarm in our building goes off every single day. We live in Toronto, of course, we pronounce it Toronto.
I'm sorry.
Toronto, of course, that.
It's funny.
I'm literally leaving it there. You guys
Yeah.
don't even know. Like, what is
here's the issue.
This one can't move her face.
Right. That's why when she says Toronto, she can't even pronounce Toronto properly. She's like Toronto.
I think we say Tron.
I
don't know, girl.
Listen. Remember when Whitney said, "I believe the children are our future. Teach them well, and let them lead the way." Lead the way.
Someone dropped the phone. Someone.
Okay. Let them
1980
lead.
Well, these kids were born in the 2000s. So, these are probably 2021, 2022, or sorry, 2001, 2002 babies. So here's my issue, this whole lip situation. The lip thing used to be a thing where it was only like literally people in Hollywood would have this sort of face. Like this was not the norm. Toronto girls had a certain aesthetic, which people are like, oh, I like Toronto girls. Like it was actually a thing. Like I like girls from Canada because they looked very natural. They, for the most part, just looked normal and they embraced their individual looks, whatever that was. Now we have this pandemic, I'm going to call it, where we are literally, it's like they're going to the plastic surgeon and saying, I want the face.
Yes. Yeah. The face. Correct.
And they know exactly what you mean when you go in there. And then you come out looking like this.
But they're complaining because they typically have no mask. They got all
no mask.
And right. And they're sitting in the car making this video about, of course, I'm from Toronto. I can't afford to do this. And
complaining in your car when your clothes are
I'm not saying a lot this week. I have nothing.
You have money. You have enough money to get your lips done. So you could use that money to do a lot more better things. But girl, just complaining about where you live. At least you have a place to drive.
You know what? Here's the thing. We're living in a time where, we have one woman who is like, I have a beard. Get with it. And then we have women that are like, my lips are thin. I need to go out and get them injected so people can accept me for being an individual. It's just a very, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see your
point. It makes no sense. These girls, their lips, they saw a girl like me one day on Instagram with these thick, luscious lips that I cherish very much, that are God-given.
Lips.
Real.
And they said, I know, I'm going to get that too. I'm just going to go get injections every 3 weeks. Like,
I know, the world's gone upside down.
I just decided this week I'm just not going to say a lot. Because I'm done. I don't. Okay, this segment here is by far the funniest thing I have seen in a while. And I'm trying to bring it as close as possible so you get as entertained as I did. because this is a segment I'm calling The Bills Are Billing. And you have to understand, this city we live in called Toronto, it's one of the most expensive.
Yeah. This
And
literally made me cry laugh. Like
and
cry.
So this woman here is breaking it down, and I'm just gonna tell you a few words after you see. Okay, let's just see what you got. Bills are billing. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it without the music, so we don't.
No.
We don't. Okay, I need to. Let me get close. Let me get close. Let me get close.
So, for those on the radio, picture it. There's this woman who, just imagine your classic, kind of almost like a Karen. You know, she's wearing gray sweatpants, a pink crop top, very ill-fitting, in the rain, holding on to a street like a light pole in the street. And she's like doing stripper moves, but she's doing them very slowly and very poorly. And then at the end, which I think is where I'm ready to throw my phone away, she now has her legs wrapped around and she's trying to do one of those like really hot stripper moves. Yeah, like y'all.
Listen.
But it's raining and
listen, I said I put it on my Insta. I said these bills are billing. So when you see me in the club, mind your business, just tip. Okay, she said, listen, I'm not just gonna stand and beg for money. I'm gonna put on a show. She's committed.
She is a street worker, right?
fully committed. Yeah. She doesn't, she can't sing, she can't play guitars, but she knows how to dance.
She said,
go ahead, girl.
She gave the little,
the little foot, the little leg shake.
And she turned, and let's be clear, she was wearing like flat shoes. She went on her tippy toes. So she could give you the illusion that she was in stripper shoes. This woman would get my money. I won't lie. I don't generally give the money to the Caucasoids. I don't, privilege. But she would get my money. She would get my money because she committed. And then again, she said, I'm about to show you. You thought Usher's girls were doing it? You thought Usher had it on the Super Bowl? I'm going to show you what I can do on a light pole in the rain.
Yeah, this is like, this makes Hustle. Yeah, this makes J-Lo and Hustlers look ridiculous. Like, what was J-Lo actually doing? Oh, man. So, I really wish, I want someone to find this woman. I want someone to find her.
I'm just listen.
I want to find her.
Listen, she gave me, I was like, listen, I need to go find them really tall stilettos I used to have and get back out there because she just motivated because these bills are billing. Girl, these bills are billing.
Yeah, there may not be enough street light poles for us to hold on to. You're gonna see me climbing up one, like trying to get to the top of it, so I can be like, yeah. Girl. I'm gonna go to that. What in Toronto? We have a place called Brass Vixens, where they teach like, they teach the stripper pole moves for for fitness. But you could go there and sharpen up.
The next day. It's like a finish your 9 to 5. Everyone just goes outside, find a shop.
Hey, I want you girls to know that you would make so much money.
In these streets. She is the definition of being in these streets. So we appreciate you. You got to do what you got to do. These bills are billing. We salute you, girl. We saw you on your tippity toes, and you turned upside down on that pole. Like I said, them girls at the Super Bowl with Usher, they ain't got nothing on you, girl. But before, we've got 4 more crazy stories to go. But before we get into them, Garcia is going to reset the room for us.
Yes, everyone. I know. Now, if you're watching us if you're listening to us on the radio, really, you gotta get to our Instagram or our YouTube and watch our show so you could see some of this foolishness. Because, like that last story, you need to see this lady on the pole. You gotta see it to believe it. Thank you, Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Check out the replays of our show on the Internet Radio every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to follow us on YouTube and Instagram. We'd love to have you. Handle is Not Your Typical Girl Talk. And yeah, wow, that was fast. That was everything. But we've got a couple more stories here to chat about. Yeah, so don't leave because it's actually going to get funnier.
It's funny you said that was fast, because that was basically how I feel about this next segment. Before we could even talk about it, the situation was already over. In a segment we're calling Sugar Daddy. Okay, so we recently heard about Russell Simmons' daughter, Aoki, dating a 65-year-old man. Aoki is 21. This gentleman she was dating up until when we were doing this planning call on Monday. They were together. And as of today, on Wednesday, when we went live, apparently after he took her to St. Bart's, they're no longer together. But we're still going to continue with our segment because we want you to hear how this young 21-year-old with rich parents was having a conversation with her father, who was only a year older than the man she went to St. Bart's with. She was talking to her father about what she was going to do if her father did not increase her allowance. Now, here we go.
Okay, what did you say? No, okay. You don't even have sugar daddy capabilities, right? Aren't you a B? Of course you are, right?
I'm just saying, if you don't give me money, I'm gonna go. I don't know.
I'm not gonna do any of that. You're just gonna raise your budget. Your budget's
I'm gonna be an ambassador for the meat industry.
God is watching you. He hears you. I mean, your higher self hears you. You know what the bad is bad. You're not gonna do that. You're just talking. Where's that boyfriend of yours? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's in Highgate right now.
Does he know how to kill him?
No.
Raise the budget. You guys should not. I don't understand why they glamorize all these people who have so much money and do so little. Why should I raise her budget? Her budget is so our job would contribute to the overall budget.
You're minimum wage.
No. You model. Sometimes they send you giant checks for taking pictures.
I save all my work money.
Oh, well, then there we go. I like to save my money, too. Maybe I should save my money.
Fine.
What else? Did you tell anybody what you're going to be when you grow up?
I don't know.
A servant.
It's all saying raise my budget.
I'm not saying that.
It totally is saying that.
Someone says you're a little bit.
Because you're her dad and she deserves it.
What?
So this young lady who was speaking to her father, basically who was a year older than her sugar daddy boyfriend, I don't know what it is. This is her father she's having a conversation with. What conversation could she have been having with this old man? This old white man. What conversation?
There is no conversation happening. There was no conversation happening over the week that they had together.
There's no combo.
But I do want to talk about, if you all don't mind, I do want to talk about what it takes to get this kind of child. Because you have two very powerful people that had a kid or kids.
Yes.
You know, you got Russell Simmons, and then you've got Kimora and Kimora Simmons. And they're very influential in entertainment and fashion, as you know. Their daughter, this one specifically, became a model without even trying. Like her first, she's full on Nepo baby. She fully ended up on the catwalk simply because her mom is her mom.
Her mommy. Correct.
She, like, if she was ugly, she would still be on, like, beautiful young lady. But like her dad said, and this is what confused me when I first heard this story. I remember I even asked you, I was like, wait, isn't she the model? Why does she even need an allowance? Like most models, their parents don't fund anything. Like Naomi Campbell and, you know, all the super greats, they didn't have no one paying their way to greatness. Iman and all of those great ones. So this one is telling her dad, if you don't give me a bigger allowance, 21, not 12, not 12, 21. If you don't give me more money, I'm going to get a sugar daddy. And then she shows up on the beach with her with a in her thong bikini with a sugar daddy. Roll on Pan Beach, roll Pan Beach in sun with this old man who could technically be her grandpa.
Oh yeah.
And now they're over.
And remember that whole live she did where she actually just had a video talking to him, saying how she needs a handbag. She wants to go to Japan. She wants to go to Kenya. She wants a new necklace. And shush, shut up. Saying this to the man, to the sugar dad, telling him to shut up.
She thought she was cute and that she was going to keep her sugar daddy.
She really did think she was cute.
She thought she was in a position of power.
You know what I think? I think this old man here, who is actually rich, he's a restaurateur. Rich. He's like a multi-billionaire. I think his kids, after that live came out, I think his kids, who are probably in their 30s
or 40s,
or 40s, called him up and said, Dad, stop this right now.
First, we're going to put you in a home. We're going to get a power of attorney over you, and you're going to be in a home. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. This is not, first of all, I am middle age. He is a grandfather. Midlife crisis is for people somewhere between 40 and 50. 45 and maybe 50. This man's 65.
Something, and he went through his whole midlife crisis in his 60s. He was like,
that's called late life crisis, not midlife. It's late life.
It's called an old man crisis at that point.
Life crisis.
He was trying to relive his young days. Sir, this is not the way to do it. And as for little miss, I can get any sugar daddy I want because I want more money. Girl, you need to figure out your own life. You're 21.
Go work.
Go work. You're a model. Go work the runway. Go fashion week, fashion month. Get a deal with Target or any of those.
Not Target.
Well, listen. Here's the thing, right? Kendall Jenner's out here walking the runway, and she doesn't have to. She's a Kardashian adjacent.
Well, I mean, some kids, especially the spoiled ones, they have to always remember your parents' money is not exactly your money.
Your parents are rich, not you.
Parents are rich. if they invite you into the fold, they're just being really, 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 really nice to you. Really nice. There are so many celebrities like saying, he told this kid, you're not touching my money. Warren Buffett,
Yeah.
like, start from the bottom.
You get a job.
I mean,
well, Daddy, I'm gonna get a sugar daddy then. But Daddy, click, 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 clink as I eat on live, because that's clearly how I talk to my father.
Right. And disrespect on a live, cornering your father, telling him that he needs to give you more money.
Yep. Making sure that he's lying. Everyone can say, no, oh, you're a horrible man. How dare you leave your daughter like that? And I'll support her.
And then she tried to do it to the sugar daddy. Give me this. I want this. I want that.
Yeah, she did.
And then what makes it sad is that she sounded like she was a 7-year-old.
Thank you.
That's a scary part.
And looked 12. Sounded 7 and looked 12.
Yes.
It's awful. It's listen, if Kimura needs to just grab her up by all that hair she got and they're gonna have a real conversation. I'm sorry, that not my child. So what I have nothing. I have no advice. They've already broken up apparently, so we have nothing to say. He got his private jet back from St. Bart's, dropped her off in LA and said, I'm done with you.
He flew.
Because he knew his kids were ready to get that power of attorney. And realistically, that video, take it to a judge. Seriously, take that video to a judge and say, my father has lost his faculties because he's running around with a 21-year-old and this is how she talks to him. He's clearly unwell. They would have gotten a power of attorney into the home he would have gone. So,
sir, listen, 65-year-old restaurateur man, go find yourself a 45-year-old, 50-year-old woman and stop.
Thank you. She's still young for you, old. To your old life crisis. Anywho.
Yeah, go work with He's made too much money to be asking for more. Make yourself useful.
We're done.
It's no one else's fault that you're irrelevant.
Oh.
No one's fault.
Done.
Listen, this one, viewer discretion is advised. If you're viewing this or if you are watching this later, viewer discretion is advised. In a segment I am calling Doggy Style. Okay. The woman you see on my screen, okay, she's a Texas nurse. And there were videos found of her on her husband's phone of her having relations with her Great Dane. For those of you who do not want to know what a Great Dane is, this is what it is. A Great Dane is a dog. So we are going to go back and we are going to, okay, let me just read. Oh, I'm just going to read a little bit. A Texas nurse has been arrested after explicit videos were discovered on her husband's phone showing her engaging in inappropriate activities with her Great Dane. William Mitchell Keene was apprehended for engaging in an inappropriate behavior at a Texas supermarket. So William is the husband. Upon confiscating his phone, the police discovered deeply unsettling videos of his wife here involved in intimate acts with the family dog. According to the police, the phone contained a significant number of disturbing videos and photos. Authorities conducted a search at the residence of Karen and his wife Jolie. Residence of Keene and his wife Jolie, removing their children, age 18 and 10, as well as their 3 dogs. Jolie faced charges related to bestiality, while Mitchell faced charges related to possessing child, you know what, the P word.
Good old Texas.
For this, yeah.
Remember the one we reported a few months ago?
Yes, in the woods or the forest or the wherever.
God.
Yeah. So this is the husband, by the way. Let's see what the can we see the husband? Let me lead it in a bit. Hold on.
He looks like a nightmare.
He looks crazy.
That's the husband.
Okay, I'm sorry. No,
Dog,
sir.
and that's the wife.
So first of all, I'm being very serious. I'm not even joking. I feel horrible for the children and the animals that had to live with this freakish, weird pair. It's disgusting. And as I said to you all in the planning call, this is why I don't eat from everybody. I don't go to everybody's house and eat their food. Because
that's why we
I'm sure I am sure their friends had no idea. I'm sure their friends and coworkers at the hospital had no idea that this is what their friend here was doing.
No idea.
Let's just hear what the comments have to say. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, what do people say? Let's see what they have to say. That way we won't.
Okay. Okay.
Under the prison.
Somebody said the fact that they included a picture of the dog, he is a victim. The dog is actually the victim. Every day people do things that make me wonder, all sins, Lord, because some of these folks, because they said the Lord will forgive you of all sins. I don't know about that.
Don't know about that.
This person said you didn't have to show her face. We knew what color she was. Oh my God. This is too much.
Okay,
I know. I'm trying. I don't want to show any. I want to be.
Right? I'm just here.
Somebody said I'm a mind my black business because WTH. I have nothing. I don't. Yeah. Okay, actually, I'm going to end it with this one. This person said her pronouns were woof, woof. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, we're gonna keep on rolling.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're actually gonna do that. We're gonna keep it moving. we're gonna keep it moving.
And you know what's dropping the pronouns into chat.
Yeah,
I'm just purifying our area.
Purifying.
Just cleansing.
Yeah. So goodbye. I have nothing. In a segment, we're gonna call out the closet. I'm gonna need a second to prepare for this. Okay. This. I'm gonna say, as usual, shout out to 6 Brown Chicks. We took a little break from them for a little week, but they're back. 6 Brown Chicks is back and back in full effect because they have this story for us as the person's gonna ask us for some advice. Okay. New relationship with Carlos. It was intense and exciting. He wanted to be with me 3 to 4 times a week. He took me shopping for sexy heels. I didn't wear heels at the time. He knew my friends, but I didn't meet his. After a month, he took me to Indianapolis to meet his sisters. He left me with these women who were obviously not related to him. One asked, "You're the new one?" ? Carlos returned hours later with food and drinks. We climbed into a huge, uncomfortable bed, and the other 3 women joined us. Things happened between all of us, and it was surreal. And it felt like the other women were performing, not enjoying. I was entangled with one of them when a man with a camera. I got so close. Okay, I'm gonna try. I was entangled with one of them when a man with a camera sneezed and fell out of the closet. I noticed more cameras on the ceiling. Carlos was live streaming our bi-sex orgy. I was furious, but he said I could do this or I could walk home in my new heels. Later, Carlos drove me back home and asked if I wanted to connect again. I do, but I don't want him to live stream it and I don't want other women involved. I want a relationship, but I feel he just wants me to create new content. I'm 36. Carlos is 24, and I'm new to this ish. Advice?
So wait, because I know we discussed this too. We're wondering. She didn't notice the cameras on the ceiling. So
Like,
she saw cameras.
her biggest concern is to be with Carlos as his girlfriend. Sis, your whole self
Whole
is
crotches
on the internet for free.
Whole crotches.
You're 36. Like, this isn't something that's gonna go away because you're 17 and you're 36. You're grown. You're gonna have to go get a job one day.
If your boss hasn't seen this video already.
Listen, first of all, those 3 to 4 times a week that Carlos was giving it to her, that was also being live streamed, chica.
Oh,
exactly. He is looking for partners to create content. So why do you want this man to be your boyfriend? Like,
because she seems to be very desperate.
Desperado.
She's hella desperate.
The Delulu. The Delulu is thick.
She's crazy. To her, she's like, oh, I'm be with Carlos. Like, you don't remember when just
the man with the camera sneezed and fell out the closet.
He was there. He was there, like,
and he came in Carlos.
Zooming in, closing up on some areas.
Or you continue. Clearly, she continued because he drove her home. Like, well, girl, why are you desperate by it?
You've already made your choice.
First of all, let me say this. Here's the first thing. A man drops you off at a place and says, these are all my sisters. That's weird. No man is out here with 3 sisters just hanging out in a house. Second, you get there and you're looking around. There's no relation. And you're like, well, I'm just going to sit here and wait for him to come back. I would have known, this ain't right. I would have took off those heels and walked barefoot to the closest train station and be out of there.
Before that, she's describing everything. She's like, he knew all of her friends, everything on her life, but she knew nothing about him. But is that not a humongous red flag?
It's the biggest sign, sweetie pie.
These women don't look for that because
until that day when she met his sisters and they were there for hours, and even when the sisters were climbing into the bed, she didn't
and then and then a cameraman falls out of the closet. You look up, you see other cameras. This thing is being live streamed. Girl, that's when you draw one blanket and run out upon the street. Call for some. Start screaming help.
Ladies. Stop going to places with men and then you don't have money to return in case those men turn out to be not great men. You take your backside to go to another state, another city, whatever, then you don't have money to come. The man told you you could walk in your new heels. That's what he told you. And then you don't have money to go back. So the man now, he doesn't have to be in the closet. He just has the big old dirty camera in your crotches and all your holes and all kinds of things are happening. Oh, girl.
And you want to be with this man who is probably making these videos every night with 4 or 5 different women every night.
Thank you.
Meaning he's bringing he's bringing all sorts of dirty, nasty STDs to you. And now you're talking about how you want him as your boyfriend?
Yeah. I don't know why women want men who will throw off our pH balances. That's the type of man that throws off your pH balance, ladies. Throws off your pH balance. Your pH balance is important. I don't understand. Why do we have to tell grown people this? Your pH balance. I don't want no man throwing off my pH balance. This is a real thing.
People need to practice self-love. This is the perfect example of no self-love, no self-respect. Do not do what this woman did.
Protect your pH balance. Those are my final words. Protect your pH balance.
Don't do it, but if you do, trust and believe you're going to be on our show. So. If you do, you've been warned. We might end up talking about you. We apologize in advance. But you've been warned.
And that's stuff. Okay.
Wow.
This next segment, I had to clip it down quite a bit, but if you are a fan of Kendra G, you are likely going to recognize this young lady I'm about to show. Kendra had her on her show about a year and a bit ago and believed her sob story, which I never believed because, call me whatever it is. I don't believe all women. I think there's 2 sides to every story. And I can see BS when BS is being spilled. Anywho, Kendra helped this woman out and she wanted to give Kendra an update about her life. And well, we're gonna enjoy the.
Here we go. Oh dear.
Hey, Angelina. Hey, Kendra. It's been a very long time. They're telling me that you're engaged? Yes. Who are you engaged to? What happened? Come here. Hello?
Hey, Kendra.
How did this happen?
We met after the show. I reached out to Donald after you interviewed him.
Wait, you were on my show?
Yeah.
What was you on my show?
I wasn't on that exactly on there.
Oh, you was on with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
She reached out to me after the interview. We just linked up. And we've been together like 5 weeks.
So when did y'all get engaged?
You tell me now. You sound like crazy. So what, like 4 days ago?
Well, I want to hear how they proposed.
It started out with a prank at first, so I had the police to come in there to pretend like, I was.
Yeah, the police to go where? Where did the police go?
To her job, to McDonald's. Okay. And so, they were like, were trying to lock me up or something like that. They were the prank was about.
Wait, so was you already inside the job?
Yeah.
Okay, so walk me through it. So you're in the job, and then what happened?
And so, when all the co-workers, all her workers came in the front, and she didn't have no idea what was going on. And she came out there, she was like, "Baby, what's all these police doing out here?" I said, "I'm gonna get locked up." And so she didn't know what was going on. So the police pretend like they put the handcuff behind my back. And I got the ring, the ring that you seen, or may seen on Facebook or whatever.
So yeah, you had that ring with you, okay?
Yeah, but it was too big for our fingers, so we had to send it back and get it resized.
Okay, finish telling me what happened. So the police are about to lock you up.
Right. And so when she came out there, She was like, no, please don't take my baby. Do my fiance. So
Why did she know that you were why did she call you the fiance and you didn't propose yet?
shoot. I don't know. You gotta think so. My bad, you.
You guys have this on video?
We couldn't.
No, all this happened and nobody videotaped it.
I think a couple of her coworkers did though.
Did your coworkers videotape it, Angelina?
One of them did, and I tried to get the video from them, and they told me that they were looking for the video so they could send it to me. But they couldn't find the video on their phone for some reason.
Like for some reason they can't find the video. All this commotion, the police are there. You said
they said they couldn't find the video.
Nobody had their phone out?
Nobody had their phone out.
No, not one person.
Remember that one coworker was just a couple.
Just the one coworker had the phone.
So hold on.
Yeah.
They claim that they're engaged and police and all this, and no, got even a photo of this engagement. The ring has to all of a sudden be resized because her fingers are too big. Like,
part of the story, her finger was too big. Part of the story, her finger was small. So there was a couple of different aspects. It was too big. It was too small. She had already gone for wedding dress shopping. They apparently both had ring. Listen.
Okay.
Let me first of all say. When you love a man, that man is developmentally challenged. So we're going to start there. And the fact that she thought it was cool to bring this developmentally challenged man to lie about whatever fake relationship this is supposed to be is awful. And it speaks to what I thought about her the first time she appeared in Kendra's show. I was like, she's full of crap. This story is fake. And she's using Kendra. And that's exactly what she did. And now she's back trying to use Kendra's platform to tell this ridiculous story and embarrass this man who is developmentally challenged. For what? For a few more seconds of clout?
Well, when you've got nothing going for you, this is what you do.
But the lies were.
She's got nothing going for her.
The lies were really.
Oh, it was horrible.
Stacks on stacks.
Here's the thing, right? And Telly, you already spoke about it, but people are out here with their phones videotaping people's engagements that they don't even know who they are.
Thank you.
Like when you're in the park and you'll see a bunch of people and they're just like, the guy got down on one knee, so I'm videotaping. This is so cute. They're sharing engagements of people they don't even know.
Right.
And they had a whole thing. Police showed up and no one was like.
The McDonald's co-workers didn't record the people at McDonald's because that's where she worked.
No one.
And they come on the big woman's platform to come lie to her. Stacks on stacks on stacks once again.
Yeah, I think it is. It's actually very embarrassing. And she didn't. Okay, let's say if this was actually real. Most people would have contacted Kendra, like message her on Facebook or message her on Instagram, DM her and be like, hey girl, I just want to thank you because I met the guy of my dreams. I met the girl of my dreams. I'm good. And then Kendra probably would have said, I'm so happy. You should be on the show. You know, you wouldn't just randomly show up again and be like, hey, look, I'm engaged. I just got engaged 4 days ago. No.
Stop believing.
Lies.
We don't have to believe all women. We don't have to believe all Black women.
No.
We don't have to believe anything. There are blatant lies. And people were all, ooh, and people would thought I was cruel because I was like, she's lying. Like this is a lie. This is made up. This is not reality. This is in her head. This is not actually what happened. This is not how the situation went. but Kendra is a sweet, wonderful woman. And she went up, she got this woman new teeth. She flew her out to Chicago, set her up. And then the same woman tried to have her Facebook page canceled because people were going back and forth with her in the comments, and she reported Kendra's page because she said she was being bullied by the people and going after them. And if I went to her Instagram, I found her Instagram, and she doesn't have a kind spirit. And everybody thinks because you have a sob story, whatever, some people don't. The reason they need a sob story is because they don't have a kind spirit, and people don't like people without kind spirits. So she now has this poor developmentally delayed man coming on to the show with hundreds and thousands, possibly millions of views for what?
Exploitation. This girl just wants attention. And you know what? I feel that she's jealous of Kendra. She's jealous. And she is using this as a way to be like, oh, look at me, everybody. Look at me. And she doesn't care who she exploits to do it.
I see that. It's just disgusting, man. Like, come on. People get engaged every day. What makes her engagement that no one got a photo or a video of?
With the police. The police came for Black people. By McDonald's.
In America.
In America.
And no one got even a blurred photo. Nothing. She said that. Oh,
they're looking for it in their phone.
Okay.
Listen, just stop the lies, people. Stop the lies. Stop the lies. We're done. We're done. We're done. So yeah, everybody, we're done. We're done. Angelina, we don't wish you nothing, girl. We wish you nothing, and we pray for that man you claim is about to be your husband. Pray for him. Amen. Okay, Telly, just take us out.
It's all yours, girl.
We told us that this week's episode would be explosive, and that's exactly what it was. We want to thank you so much for watching and listening. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. We love them. They're so great. They know that we're great. They're getting into the platform. We want to thank Radio Regent once again.
I don't even come out the house for free. I take a nigga to drive for me. Jay-Z couldn't even co-sign for me. I do what I want because I'm signed to me. I get the bag. They get the back of the cut of the hand. Stop it comparing, y'all making me laugh. Neither we have them addicted to cash. Convertible walk. I'm killing these niggas, go cash your bank. You get the back, tumble it, I get the back, flip it and tumble it. Fuck out with a platinum. Pull up to the spot.
Yeah.